Colin, we've got a very exciting young man who has joined us. I would call him the Gary V of street talk interviews. When I think of him, I think of the emoji lightning bolt. That's what I think of. And he like me, I know that he is a partaker of the wonderful gift God has given us called caffeine.
Yeah.
I'd like everybody to welcome our good friend Josh Suggs to the show. Get on in here.
What's going on, guys? Cracking open the caffeine as we speak.
Yes, you and me both, brother. You know,
Let's go.
I got a 24 case of
Wow.
Ghost energy drinks yesterday at Costco so that I could be like you, my man.
Let's go.
I wanted to match your energy.
You know, I was thinking about taking this from the street, but I decided it was going to be a little bit loud. So I
All right. Well, hey, if you had taken it from the street, I would have been even more impressed. Josh, tell us about a day in your life. I know you're in New York City. You're walking 20 miles a day. Just give us perspective for everybody, what you're doing at Street Talk every day.
So at Street Talk, me and 40 other Street Talkers are running around every single major city across America, interviewing people, thousands of people a week about your favorite consumer brands. We then clip up those testimonials from your demographic, from these strangers, and we give it to brands to run for paid ads.
That's so sick.
I had no clue that there was 40 of you. You're telling me you have reproduced yourself and there are 40 mini Joshes out there doing what you do.
There's Joshes, there's a lot of, I would say like 70% female, honestly, female that was perform better on the street. But yeah, for the first year of Street Talk, it was just me. I filmed 7,500 stream views myself, dropped out of college, slept on my friend's couch for 2.5 months, and just ran around New York with the microphone every single day. And then slowly but surely, I realized that I wasn't scalable and that I was basically driving a car. All these people wanted rides. It wasn't how fast I could drive the car. I needed more cars. So we have 55 people on the Street Talk team now. And yeah, we're in 5 major cities and growing quickly.
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. And tell us, Josh, what kind of brands are you working with? Man, are they big, small, everything in between, enterprise, anyone and everywhere? What kind of brands are you working with?
Anywhere from enterprise to honestly a lot of small and medium-sized consumer brands as well. We have our pricing structure does vary, but anywhere from Perplexity, Monopoly board games, Groons, Dr. Squatch, Ridgewall, Everyday Dose, David, Create Creatine Gummies, Prize Picks, Perplexity, to some smaller ecom brands that maybe you've heard of, maybe you haven't. But yeah, we have some incredible clients, and we've had some insane results. We were Prize Picks top performing ads over the entire Q4, which was just insane for us. I mean, we were growing so quickly, and our ads were crushing so much. 12 months after the start of the agency, the Wall Street Journal actually reached out to us and put us on the cover of the CMO Today section of kind of being the next thing in advertising.
Whoa, that is incredible. That's incredible.
That's crazy. Josh, you've done over, I think, 4,000 interviews. You said. I would love to hear 7,000. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I would love to hear. I know you got a couple wild stories, some crazy interview stories. Maybe you could drop some gems on some stuff where you're like, we just did that. I can't even believe that we just did that. And I felt like that.
Don't hold back, Josh. He's gone, but he'll return.
He's gone. Okay, I think I
don't hold back on those stories, though. Give us those stories.
Totally. So a few stick out to me when people ask me these questions. A few stick out to me. Number one is, I think it was 2 weeks after I started, like 10 days, 2 weeks, something like that. It was for, you guys are on Twitter, not Zane again. Zane, TikTok Shop Agency, the memer on Twitter.
Right.
He was actually one of my first clients, and I was going out to film content for his brand. And I was walking around Washington Square Park, and I had one AirPod in. I was like taking my other AirPod out. I was about to go start talking to people, and I had the product in my hand, and out of nowhere, I just got rocked in the face by a couple right here by a homeless guy, who was he was clearly on drugs, and he didn't know what planet he was on. But I was getting warmed up. I just finished my Celsius. I was getting fired up, And then I didn't see him out of my peripheral. I didn't see, he was like walking behind me. He kind of been like following us for like a few feet, and then he just clocked me, and I went down. And you can ask Zane. Not only did I deliver the videos that day, I actually got him James Charles in the street interview. Got him an ad with James Charles.
Whoa.
An hour later. So not only did I keep going, I got him one of the best ads people ever had.
That is incredible. That's the kind of commitment. That's the
Yeah.
kind of commitment you get when you
That's
work
passion.
with Josh Suggs at Street Talk.
Yes.
Wow.
And then I would say another thing that sticks out is our biggest problem. Last winter, I just dropped out of college. I was running around the park myself, with just like a videographer, and then I got cold. It was like 5 degrees in New York, and nobody wanted to talk to me because it was like cold and no one was outside. No one was in the park. And I was like, shit. I was like, what do I do now? And at the time, I didn't really sell like long retainers, so people were like buying packages at the time. Like it wasn't like super heavy MRR. People were just buying packages of street interviews, and I was churning, and I was like, fuck, like no one wants me in a winter jacket. I had no employees. There's no real business, and I was really stressed. So what did I do? I went down to the subway, and we did subway interviews. And I would run up and down the subway cars, interview people in the subway in a t-shirt, and they crushed.
Wow. You know what I taste right now as we're talking? Just raw commitment and obsession.
Let's go.
Energy.
Dedicated to the craft.
Dedicated to the craft. Well,
yeah.
What I think, number one, I think it takes somebody like you who is really becoming the face of this style of ad, number one, for everyone in the industry to see like, hey, this is a thing that I should be doing. I think it takes somebody like you to really blaze that path. Number two, I think once you do get that experience, which you have, and now you've rattled off best performers for some of the biggest brands on the internet, I think what it makes the rest of us want to do is, I want that for me.
Exactly.
I want those kind of results for me.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that I'm sure has come up in your conversations with brands, big, small, everything in between, Josh. I'm sure there's been a time you're talking to marketing lead, CMO, you're talking to brand founder, and then the question of price comes around and they might say, oh, Josh, that hurt my feelings. I thought there was going to be one less zero in there. Oh, well, and then they might say, well, we'll just hand a camera to one of our interns or something. We'll just do it ourselves,
Totally.
Josh, what would you say? What do you say when something like that comes up?
Totally. And it happens all the time because in people's head, when they go and think about a street review, think about just, someone walking around up the street asking a question. They don't think about everything that goes into it, all the sauce that I've learned and that I'm able to train my team of street talkers and my team of creative strategists on. So not only do we anyone can go walk around with a mic. It doesn't mean it's gonna be a top performing ad for a 9-figure brand, right? The tactics and the sauce that I've learned from making 7,000 ads and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of top performing ads for the fast growing brands in America is not replicated, and it is trained to only my team. So not only do you have the most high energy, people that can stop people all day long on the street, like that skill set, nobody has. The amount of times a brand has come to me and they've been like, yeah, like we try to send out our head of HR or whatever, or an intern, or whatever it is, to go out and interview someone. And they got an okay reaction. That sauce is trained. All of our street talkers go through 2 weeks of training on how to stop people, how to get them excited, and how to get strangers to perform on camera, which is a really hard tactic. 2 is the creative strategy. Street interviews still need to follow direct response marketing principles, problem, solution, right? You need to take them through the whole funnel. Awareness, consideration, and conversion, all in 40 seconds. You need to make your demographic aware of your product, right? Now they know. Now they consider it by trying it, and then convert by giving their live testimony about why they love your brand. You're taking someone through the whole funnel in 40 seconds. That takes training. That's a skill set. That takes time. And that's what we have perfected. And now what we're selling at scale to the fastest growing brands in the world.
That is sauce. That's craft. That's dedication to the craft. Go ahead, Colin.
I was just going to say, I mean, you seem like you're running at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Mhm.
You guys are in such a good spot right now. I know that you're not thinking about what's going on right now. What is the future 2026 for you guys? What do you guys have rolling? Like what's going on?
Totally. So, um, I brought in another partner from the largest ad agency in America, Tinuiti. So
Whoa,
he is
Whoa.
their
whoa,
yeah,
big moves.
Just
big
drop
move.
that on
So
us.
yeah, so that chief growth officer of Tinuiti, he was there for 18 years, scaled it from 2 million to 300 million dollars a year. He actually left Tinuiti to be my partner, um, and this was in November 1st. So we're coming out to conquer America and be the biggest thing in media. I do vision myself as the next generation of Gary Vee, and the next generation of media and content. And we're content first company. Like our whole thesis is your ads can't look like ads. It needs to engage, it needs to entertain, it makes people want to watch. Attention is the oil, attention is the currency. And most ad agencies are still, I've never shared a case study or a testimonial or anything on Twitter, on LinkedIn. I just share how much I love doing what I do, and we book 200 sales calls a month just from me talking on Twitter.
Josh, you are the case study, brother. You
Yeah.
are the case study.
Walking case study.
And this energy is the case study. And now you got this big player from
Huge
Tanu.
player. Huge player. So he's helping us get a lot of enterprise clients that I would have a hard time getting in touch with. He's sold, over $500 million of agency packages over his course of Tinuiti. And he really sees a vision. I mean, you're going to be able to walk through any major city in the world, and you're going to be stopped by a street talker talking about a brand. You're going to walk through Tokyo. You're going to walk through Brazil. You're going to go to Europe. You're going to go to Chicago, Boston, Miami, New York, LA, every college campus.
More.
Every single person is able to make $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $8,000 a month being a street talker.
Inject it into my veins.
Same here.
Josh, there is something that we have here on the show. We don't break it out often, but I think it is appropriate for you right here and right now. It's a little something we call the make money dance. And I think this is appropriate for both you and your partners and your employees who are trekking across the world to do street talk interviews. And boats, cars, street talk, going up, enterprise.
Let's go.
Wow, that is you. That is
Let's
you,
go.
big boy. Well, I would say this. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I'm a part. And I hope that I will be a partaker very soon. One of the brands I'm helping out with, consulting with, I'm gonna tell them, hey, if you want to make an anti-AI bet, big brain talk. You want to make an anti-AI bet? We need to go and get with Josh and his street talkers.
And that's what 100%. That's what consumers crave. In 2026, consumers crave authenticity. They crave realness, real human emotions, and you can't script authenticity. Too many big brands, too many media executives, too many CMOs are trying to script the perfect commercial. The perfect commercial isn't scripted. It's raw and it's authentic, and that's what people crave.
Bars.
Bars.
You can't script authenticity, Colin.
Woo!
Bars.
Yeah.
Wow. Josh, tell us this before we get you out of here. We know you're a busy man. Before we get you out of here, people want to follow you. They want to know you. They want to potentially work with you. What should they do next? Where can they find you? Where can they follow you and talk to you?
Go to streettalkads.com or follow me on any social media platform, Josh Suggs. And you can follow my Twitter is pretty much like a private friend's story. You getting to follow me every day, chugging cold brews, chugging Celsiuses, doing street interviews.
Love it.
It's you can just follow along, follow for the journey. It's been a crazy ride.
Love it.
Love it.
Well, we're going to be following along, and we hope to be partners with you very soon.
Let's go. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much.
Somehow. Absolutely. We're glad to have you on, brother. We'll see you on the other side.
Thank you. Bye.
Josh Suggs, everybody. Wow.
The energy.
Energy, man. Energy.
He made such a good point. There's probably so much context and nuance that you just get from doing so many of those that you figure out these gems that of like framing for questions, way to ask people. I totally didn't even think about that as far as just, shots on goal, that you're just getting all of these amazing gems for interviews.
Absolutely. I think that it's like a moment of clarity. I think it should be for anybody who's had a call with Josh or thought about working with Josh or doing this thing, is that there is a reason why they're popping off best performing ads. You can't script authenticity. And yeah, there's craft behind this whole thing. It's not just an exciting 20 something with lots of energy rolling out on the street here. That's not what Josh is. That's not all he is. That guy has honed his craft, and they're working with some of the biggest players in our game. To me, it's really exciting. And I think it gives us this left and right handedness of what I think is to come in 2026. Big bets on AI, appropriate. Also, big bets on anti AI, and really leaning into as much human interactive authenticity as possible. I love this, not just for Josh, but everybody in our industry. I think it's going to be big. And now he's got a guy following him around every day, all day, just like Gary Vee did. And he's going to be producing a vlog of sorts every single day to let people in on that world. I think it's super smart, super smart. Impressed by him. Any other thoughts before we move on, Colin?
Super excited for him. I mean, that's just he just dropped an absolute ball on us where he said he's going to bring in a partner from Tenuiti. For those that don't know, Tenuiti is, I would argue, maybe the agency in the world. Like, it is, if you think marketing agency, you think, okay, this is going to be the top dog of the top dog. I'm going to go to Tenuiti. They are massive. They have seen all of it. They have dealt with every type of customer. The check sizes that they are invoicing out are sizable. So
Wow.
they are, they're the big dog of the big dog. And for him to tell me that, he's bringing in a senior exec that's 18 years there, and now he's got
Crazy.
this, you have this pedigree now mixed with the energy of Josh. I want to throw all my money into this. I want to give him, I want to give him some angel checks. Yeah, let me get some
buy
angel
some
checks.
stock. Yeah,
Yeah,
let me
fires me up.
let me buy some coffee and stock the office coffee or something. let me get in there somehow, some way.
Somehow.
Yeah, there's big things. There's big things coming for Josh and everything that they are doing. Here's what I hope. I hope these videos pop off and even more people see what he's doing in New York City and across the globe every day in every way. I hope he'll also go live. I hope you'll go live, big boy. Hey, don't be scared. Don't be afraid. I know you're not scared. I know you're not afraid. But I take a little page out of our playbook here. We want to see it live, Josh. We want to see you on the streets doing your thing in the subway when it's 5 degrees outside. We want to see it live. Don't you think that would be compelling? I would tune in. I would love to see that. Would you tune in, Colin?
I would love that, just to see selfishly New York City live from Josh's POV,
Yes.
running at 900 milligrams of caffeine going up. And I also want to see, because I know he probably doesn't bat 100%. I want to see some of the rejection side of this, where it is super encouraging to folks that are just starting out with the thing. And you see Josh and you see all the success, and you probably don't realize that he said, 7,000, 8,000 interviews successfully. I would imagine probably 50,000 or 40,000 people have said no, thank you, or 100,000 people have said no, thank you. And for people to see that and then still realize the best in the game move forward in spite of that, that's super encouraging.
Yeah. And how about getting rocked in the face?
That sucks.
Not just a no, but a punch in the grill.
That sucks. To not know it's coming sucks really badly. I don't know if anyone's listening has ever been punched in the face not knowing it's coming. It's not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has that happened to you? Have you ever gotten rocked in the... Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, it happened in a bar.
That I can't imagine. That is fun. And then the willingness just to keep going. He didn't sit it out. He went, he kept it going, made it happen, made an incredible commercial. Wow. Josh Suggs. Everybody go follow Josh and talk to him. if you want some ads made like that, I do.